We always forget to clean the whiteboard, so we build a robot, Scrubby. Scrubby doesn't just erase the board, it also writes meeting templates, and after work, it enjoys drawing. We made it because after every meeting in the studio, no one remembers to wipe the board, and by the time we meet again, it was hard to wipe off. So we figured, why not get a colleague who never forgets? His chassis has 2 wheels. It's driven by a pair of tiny motors. Together, they power the wheels. A single servo controls steering, so it can turn, and this big magnet that keeps it stuck to the board. But Scrubby can only look ahead. How does it know where to clean? That's where its buddy Cammy comes in. Cammy's left eye is a camera that sees writing. The right eye is infrared and tracks Scrubby. Together, they guide Scrubby to the writing. Now after every meeting, Scrubby automatically wipes the board. When it's tired, it heads over to the stock for wireless charging. That was already pretty good, until we showed it to an investor.
Maybe just put a marker on it so that it can write too.
So we swapped the eraser for a pen, and it did write poorly. That's because its arm has so little flexibility, it had to move its whole body to write, like brushing your teeth with moving your head. So we upgraded Scrubby's arm. The new one has 2 joints, way more flexible. Now we can write a whole character within, then go to the next box and repeat until it finishes the sentence. We even added a tiny fan to keep it cool while working. We thought about making it take meeting notes too, but at this speed, just let it goof off. Or help his buddy Gummy practice shooting. But hey, if we can write, could it draw? Our first idea was to divide an image into small sections, have Scrubby draw one, then shift to the next. But that left obvious seams between sections. We tried dot art, but you couldn't tell what it was. So we gave it a few tethers, letting it run around the board with a marker. There are plenty of wall-drawing robots, but most just use one color. So we made this an auto-rotating marker dock. Scrubby can swap markers and draw in color. Still not vivid enough, so we fill the pens with fluorescent ink, shine UV light on it, and it glows. Now, when the studio winds down at night, you might catch a scene like this.
Game over.
You're gonna wipe the board, right?